All right, well, we're waiting for Carl. He said he was a couple minutes away. Wyatt's going to let him shoot a rack, and I'll do a brief player interview, and then they'll lag, and we'll get started. All right, I'm gonna go get a player interview from these guys and get them legged up. Looks like he made it. Come here, kid. You're gonna have the shortest answer of anybody for this. How long have you been playing pool?
3 years.
3 years. What kind of cue do you play with?
Predator SP2.
SP2, Revo shaft.
Euro shaft.
Euro shaft. Okay. $1 million spot shot.
Pedro Ghost.
Nope. Minnesota player.
Minnesota.
Has to be a Minnesota player because everybody would say Federer or Federer.
Probably Shane.
Shane.
Probably Shane.
All right. Fair enough.
He ain't a Minnesota player.
Yeah, you're right. Come here, I gotta ask you. You're supposed to say yourself. No, nobody has yet. How long you been playing pool?
I just got back into it about 6 years ago, and then prior to that, it was just on and off.
Okay. What kind of cue do you play with?
It's Predator made by Jacoby.
By Jacoby. Is it a Revo shaft or wood?
No, actually, it's a Vertex shaft.
Vertex shaft. All the unique ones are coming out. What Minnesota player shoots $1 million spot shot for you?
$1 million.
Minnesota player. Anyone. We're putting them on a board, and they are actually going to shoot it one day. So, not that you'll win $1 million, but if it was, who would shoot it?
I'll go Tim Tungem.
Tim Tungem?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good luck, boys. Leg it up. Yeah. You're trolling me, kid. Good luck, you guys.
All right, everybody, welcome to Slate Billiard Club in St. Paul, Minnesota. This is me and Sam Howell. We're commentating for a match today against Wyatt, Andrist, and Carl White. I'm Mike Pankoff, in case I didn't clarify that. Sam, how you doing?
Doing all right, man. We got Dave in the booth here on mime duty.
I am
And-
going to play pool. Good luck, guys. Good. I hope we have a good match tonight. I hope it's Hill.
We always hope it's Hill, and Dave won't be whispering in the background this time. He's got some games lined up, so he'll be out enjoying the tables this time.
Ronnie said you couldn't hear the.
Great break, Wyatt. Now, this Wyatt's a young man that I've just gotten to know this month. I've seen him 2 or 3 times. I've watched him play. He's fast and loose. Looks
Yeah.
like he's got a good break already. Let's watch that break as it continues through the match. But this is a young man that's going to be much better in 1 year from now. I'm already seeing him improve just in the last few matches that I watched. I've watched closely about 30 shots, so I haven't watched much. There's not much history there, but you can tell he's getting better. He's going for the combo, and he's got the 11 pocketed, so he's going with stripes.
Yeah, that's a great opener. It's going to be interesting. That 8-ball does look like it's pretty well surrounded by the solids, but he's got he does have a path to make it as they sit. But I get the feeling with where that 10-ball, I believe it is there, that might not sit very well for very long.
Okay, he's going to hit the point of the side pocket there. I think
And
he's
so you guys can see your people.
Oh,
Those are your commentators for tonight. This is Mikey. This is Sammy.
Oh, okay, we're on
Just
this
so you
little
guys
camera
have
right
a
here,
little
okay.
face, I put the camera right there.
I think you just did that because we're wearing the Slate gear.
Yeah, look, we're Slate.
Yeah.
Anyway, looks like Wyatt's going to work here.
Yeah.
That's how you turn it off.
Okay.
Bye. Wyatt,
See you guys later. Yeah, even though he hit the point, he still got that stripe. And he's got this 15 next. I'm wondering how he's going to solve this 10 if he's just going to, because he's got to cut this ball. If he's going to come back to where he is right now for it, or save it till the last shot. Okay, he got a little rattle there, so we'll never know. But first game, we're going to see a few, usually in this tournament, and the last one, and in any tournament, at any level. The first game or two, you have some uncharacteristic rattles, or, here we go, we're getting going, falling into rhythm. I think those errors will go away.
Yeah, some early match jitters for sure, and that's been the case with all of the matches that we've seen. And I think you're right. We're gonna settle in. These guys are getting into the nitty gritty of the final group here, so they're going to be playing pretty well pretty quickly, I suspect.
Good shot there on the combo, Carl. Now he's thinking it through. What kind of cue is that? That's a pretty looking cue. Okay, let's watch his stroke here on his 4.
That's a Jacoby
Nice.
Predator hybrid. It's one of those Panthera cues.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Dave's.
Yep, it's the white buffalo turquoise version. Not that I know anything about collecting cues, but that's another day.
Now is Carl from Faribault?
Not certain.
Because he's wearing a Harley shirt from Faribault. Curious what kind of Harley he has, assuming he has one. Okay, he's on the 3-ball here or the 5. Which one would you choose there, Sam?
I don't know, man. I think I like playing this 3-ball here because the 5 doesn't really provide him any type of position other than a really tough 6-ball. But it looks
he
like
can
he's
get
going to go
close.
forward with it.
If he can get close for the 3 shape, closer, he could play the 3 off the 15. You know what I mean? And get rid so that 8 has a hole. He could play it off the 15 here. I don't know if he's thinking that way. Let's see if he pockets a 6 here instead.
He did cheat the pocket with a nice follow through and top right there.
Okay, so here's what I was talking about. He could play off the 15, cut it, come off the rail to pass the spot. Just his cue ball passing the spot.
I
and
think
he'll
he's
have 8 in the corner.
I think he's just going to slow roll it up and play it as it lies, keeping it simple here.
I believe you're right, because I don't think there's enough. I assumed there was too much angle there, but I think he can get down low enough for that.
Yeah, that overhead camera really helps to switch over to that and see
Yeah.
the truer angle.
See, I thought he'd be more on the 10 by that other look, but okay, good shot there, Carl. Looks like he's out.
Yeah, he's showed up a little late for the match here, so he didn't get a lot of warm-up time, but he came out swinging.
Yeah, he showed up at like 2:05, and I said, "You guys are up." Didn't bat an eye. Nice cut. Oh, he's gonna scratch.
Oh, wow. That's unfortunate.
Now that is a loss of game. So Wyatt's up 1-0. We're going to change the score here. Oh, do we have the score set up?
There we go.
And there we go.
Yeah, Wyatt escaped danger there. Wasn't punished for the error of his ways, but I'm sure Carl will be back swinging shortly. That's unfortunate that he caught a scratch there, and that might be indicative of not being able to get on the table and get used to the speed and warm up before the match started. These tables do play almost too good in some aspects. They definitely play really quick and very responsive rails. Great break by Wyatt. Looks like his cue ball's pretty well in the middle of the table right off the spot there. So he should get a good selection of choices here.
So just a recap of what's going on. We're into the final 4 after today. There was a tournament of 32 players, single elimination. These guys all paid a hefty entry fee of $265. 8 ball races to 8. It's a $4.99 and under. And I think Wyatt likes solids here. Nice shot. He was flirting with the side there, but I think he knew that wasn't going to scratch. He was playing off that point there. He's probably flirting with it a little much. He's going to drift forward on the 6 here. Okay.
Interesting to see how he gets to that 1 ball that's on the top of your screen in the middle diamond in the middle of the rail there.
I don't see a shot here. Yeah, so he's playing safe. Okay. He rolled up a little far. He played a little quick on that. Probably if he thought it through, he'd be stuck on the backside of that 12, but I think he played a little quick.
Yeah, the impetus of youth there just kind of jumped up and hit it quick, but you know, he's also got no fear and playing very aggressive and very quick style of, you know, fast and loose, if you will.
Yeah, there's two thoughts on that. Sometimes playing under pressure situations, and in this case, it is a pressure situation. He's on live stream playing to get into some real cash, and he's got a group of friends and his father here, and he's playing in front of people. There's a lot of variables for pressure.
Yeah, and that's great to see too. That is off camera, so the folks at home can't see that. But another unfortunate scratch for Carl. Just finding the whitey.
This happened the other night too. Greg was scratching all over the place in the first. Remember, he had 4 scratches in the first few games, and then he came back and won.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
But to finish my thought about the way to play, a lot of times fast and loose is better under pressure. I mean, sometimes you just get into a rhythm because you just go out and go after it. So
doesn't give you an opportunity to second guess yourself or to maybe realize exactly what you're doing and what you're doing it for. Just kind of take it out of present moment and what's right in front of you. I agree that is one positive aspect. The other aspect of it too is that you can make quick decisions, but you can also make quick mistakes. It just depends. I think a lot of that's personality driven and just experience driven, that people just get comfortable playing a certain kind of way and they tend to stick with that.
Okay, he decided to give that a little English, and he was fortunate not to get hooked on that 11, but that was a nice shot because he's got a good angle on this to maybe play into the 14, or if is he going to draw it up under the 14? He could go to the rail to the 14 is what I was thinking. Spin it with left into the 14. So
yeah, it is kind of a funky angle there. I don't know if he's going to try and hit that or not.
He could draw it, and I like his choice there. He's jacked up a little over this 14.
Yeah, that was a good choice. I agree, going to the rail and getting under the 14 there to take it out of play.
Good stroke there, Wyatt.
Yeah, Wyatt got busy quick.
He's got good fundamentals. All right, here we go. We're gonna go to 2-0 for Wyatt, and I have a prediction that this match may only last an hour.
Yeah, they both seem to be pretty quick shooters, very decisive, and really not much deliberation, not much walking the table. But hey, if you're seeing them, you're seeing them, and that can work for you too.
Okay, center table, dead center. He's not off by an inch or two. So a lot of people play this. Oh, wow, he squatted the rock nice there. He just a little bit too much topspin to bring it back down to the end of the table, but those balls spread real nice. Unfortunate not to make anything.
Looks like the chat room there is saying that he is from the Rochester Youth League, Wyatt.
Yeah, I think that big VNEA tournament last week he was involved in with his buddies.
Yeah, right. There was just a
Yeah,
big
in Rochester,
juniors
right?
tournament in Rochester at the Civic Center there, yeah. Was that, a week ago or not too long ago?
All right, Carl's got another start off with a combo.
Yeah.
Scratched on the 8. That was tough action.
Yeah. Angela's
Dave-
trolling me in the chat saying, how many cues do you have, Sam? Well, that's my girlfriend, and she knows that I don't know how many cues I have.
Dave's sporting his cue on his shoulder right now. He's either posturing to play or he's about to take off. Maybe
To be
he's got-
determined.
Maybe he's got a customer. Last night he had one.
Yeah, he's waiting. He's waiting for his fish to swim in.
They're coming. I'm playing here.
Okay, Carl's got the 3 in the side. And he's going to run into this one. Let's see how the cue ball ends up after hitting this one ball.
Oh, just caught it thick. Just thick.
Okay, Wyatt really doesn't have much more than the, unless he can see that 12 ball. I think the 11 ball is the shot he can see the best.
Yeah,
see.
let's check the overhead there to get clarification. It looks like he's got the 11
He could-
available.
I think he's shooting the 11, so the 12 must be too tricky to get by.
Oh, no. Ooh,
It's all
just
right.
missed it. Just
It's
missed
all
the
right.
scratch. I thought it was going.
Okay, this will come up. He's got to get on this either the 12 ball and then the 15, I think he wants. 14 to the 12 to the 15.
He's got a nice little group here.
He's not going to give us much time to analyze his options, so I'm just going to guess what he's shooting. He's coming down. I think he might have been trying to get on that 12.
Yeah.
And I believe he got on it.
I think
He's
so,
gonna run
too.
into the 15 here as he goes through the ball, because I don't think he can hold
There's a lot of luck in this factor here.
Yeah, nice shot.
Yeah, he hit it well. And I think he actually planned to hit it that way to push it ahead because he was cutting that ball so thin, and he hit topspin on it to make sure that he got up underneath that 15 to push it forward. So as much as that might have been a nice roll, I think he actually played it just that way to get that roll.
Now he can get on this 10 ball, and the 10 ball will have a natural angle to break the 1 free from the 9. Oh, he went after it.
Yeah, he
now.
let it go. Yeah, he sent it. Full send there. Let it go.
It's
He
tough
comes-
to play safe here because of the rail.
I think he's just going to have to let this one go too and just go for the pocket. If he plays this tough angle here in the side, at least the 1 will brush away and it'll leave him the 9 ball naturally.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it was there too. Just
Nice
a little,
try, Wyatt.
just a little full,
Yeah, that was a good shy. All right, so
just off the top point.
Carl's probably like, okay, I gotta slow this kid down.
Yep, I suspect he's going to slow the match down either by his cadence and pace of play as well as some safety play in the mix forthcoming.
And Wyatt, I'm not calling you a kid. I'm just using the vernacular of what a guy like Carl would probably say. So he's got the 1 cut ball. He's gonna try and ride this down the rail.
Yeah, this is a have to make it here. He has to make this shot if he plays this.
Well, he covered the hole for the 9, so maybe he'll come back to the table.
Yep, he might have got away with that, but I was really looking at Wyatt likely getting out here with both of these shots, but he did cover the pocket. He missed it on the pro side, I guess you could say.
Wyatt's got unique mannerisms. I can tell he's telling what he's thinking sometimes when he looks up to the sky or rolls his eyes or shakes his head. He can kind of read his body language. So,
And as we started to say earlier, you can't see this off camera for the folks at home, but there's a kind of a little bit of a riser with some chairs in there, and they're all filled of his dad and other supporters
Right.
that have come to watch him play. So there's about 4 or
Right.
5 people watching him shoot just off camera. Front row VIP seats, and there's one of the supporters there walking up.
okay, Carl could do some damage here. He's got the 5. He's got to get rid of this 5. The 5 is right in the dead center table. He could save that 1 if he wants. 5 to the 2. Just drift up. Nice. Or the 3.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even look at the 5. Sorry. I was saying nice, meaning for the cue ball shape for the 3. Okay. Wyatt can see this 9 over past the 1. I'm going to show it to you on the overhead so you can see the 9 does go by, but it's a small hole.
Yeah, I think he might just shoot the 10 ball if he can, but it doesn't look like he can, or is that the 14?
I don't think
Oh,
he
it's the
can see
10.
the 10 ball.
Yeah, you're right. He can't see it. I
mean,
mean, he
he
can
can
see
see
it,
the
but he
edge,
can't hit
yeah.
enough to make it. Yeah. So
Now,
then, does
he's
the
gonna
10
run
ball
into the
play
8
in the
here.
side? It doesn't. I don't know if the 10 ball plays in the side either.
And he could play safe. He could shoot the 9 and carry him the 1 in. That's a tough shot, though, because it's not laying right.
Yeah. I think he just kind of has to go full send here, and just
Could
try and miss the 8 ball with the cue ball.
Could slow roll, touch the 9 and just treetop him on the 8.
Or you could double kiss the 8.
Yep.
Who knew?
He thought it through. That was a good shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot. I did not see that shot, as Mike did not see that shot either. So good job on Wyatt there to see the solution.
Looks like he's playing. Is that a Predator cue? It's a nice looking cue too.
Yeah, I think it's a red Predator.
Okay, he's got the 8 in the corner and he's got a huge pocket because that 1 should help if it overcuts.
The 6 should stop his cue ball if he just rolls it, or the scratch isn't on either, so he should be okay.
Nice. Yeah, that 1 ball helped out a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
so Wyatt takes a 3-0 lead. And like I said, we are, what time does the clock say? 2:30. We started well after 2, like 2:10. 20 minutes in and we're rocking and rolling.
Yeah, you called it a 1 hour match, so about 3:10 would be the 1 hour mark, I think.
I got to tell you, one of the previous opponents that Wyatt played said, wow, he's not sure if he should be allowed to play in this tournament. He meant it as a compliment. He wasn't complaining, and I agreed. I said, that's what happens at this age. 6 months from now, he'll be, a different player, and then a year from now, he'll be another different player. So younger players are really growing this game with their perfect mechanics and their confidence, and they're showing me a lot how quick they learn the game.
Well, yeah, when they're that age, they're just sponges for everything, and then pool is no exception, especially with the online content and personal coaching that you can receive. I'm sure that he's worked with some great people down there in Rochester, and maybe even Dax Ballinger out of Shooter's Way has worked with them. Who knows?
Yeah. Now, Carl, we're rooting for you for a hill match here. So let's get this thing going here. Let's shoot this solids off. Is that the one he wants, or he's shooting stripes? He wants this 11 ball.
Yeah, it looks like he likes stripes here, but I mean, really,
I
I
like
think
the
the 10,
solid.
12 is about the only thing
Yeah.
stopping
Just because
him.
of those, I like.
But because of that, I would take solids as well. There's just no clusters at all on solids, and the 8 balls available.
He can hit him right now with this 15, and I believe he can see this 15 no problem. All he has to do is roll off the side rail into them with a little bit of top left.
Yeah, top inside ought to drift him right into that 10. Hit it a little too strong, I think, to get the action.
Yeah, he punched it rather than stroking it.
Yeah, if he would have smooth stroked that, I think that would have dove right in there with that spin taking action there off the rail. But with that speed, it just doesn't
He's all
affect
right.
it much.
He can do the exact same thing with top right this time, slowly bump the 12 after he shoots his 13. He's got to load it up, but it's a stroke shot, not a punch.
He did it.
He got the ball, but he
Sacrificed the
yeah.
accuracy to do it, but he was fortunate to come away with a play there, kind of missing his breakout initially.
Let's just predict, since he shoots pretty quick here, let's predict what his last ball will be. He might have just backed off the 3 because he wants that last.
Mm-hmm. Well, if he plays this 6-4, I don't think he's going to use the 3 last. I think he's going to use that to transition to the bottom end of the table by the rack.
I like the 4 ball last, but okay, so it looks like he might use the 2 or the 1 last because he's going to shoot this 3, like you said, to get down here. Is he going to run into these balls, or is he going to just slow roll, play the 2, then the 7-1?
Yeah, it's a tight window for the 7, no doubt.
I think it's 3-2, 7-1. Red, blue, brown, yellow. Oh, he changed his mind.
He
is
probably
gonna
would
save
just,
that.
yeah, he probably just landed too sweet on the 2 ball and he wanted to take
He
it.
wanted to go 2-7-1 like we were talking,
Yeah.
because he was already on that shape that he needed for
Yeah.
that 2. Pretty heady shot. He had the right angle.
Just
So he didn't have
put
to-
too much on it, I think, there, and traveled a little bit farther than he needed to.
And that one, I think he might have even been trying to graze the top of that 13.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how there's no way you could miss, but except for one little way.
Yeah.
And it went right in.
It's like,
just
I
missed
can't
the
possibly
13.
overcut this ball except for overcutting it. Yeah. He didn't overcut that particular ball,
Right,
but
yeah.
just in the idea of just hit it as thin as you possibly can. You can't overcut it, and then somehow you overcut it. Yeah, it's amazing how that can work sometimes against you.
Okay, that found its way in. Now he's got a little tough shape here.
Yeah, he came with a quality shot there to get started on the 9. That was definitely no easy feat, but unfortunately his cue balls traveled him into the wrong side of the table. I think he would have definitely preferred to have been closer to the left rail than the right rail, but he might be
He's
looking at
a combo.
might be looking at the combo there, trying to put the 12 in.
I like this idea. If he somehow plays his cue ball to play safe on the 7 and the 3, I like this.
Oh, just a bit outside.
Okay, he can't see the 1, so he has to shoot the 3 ball. He's going to swing the cue ball 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's just going to play safe.
He's
Wow.
ducking. I can't believe it.
Okay, quick draw there. He was thinking about it in his chair. That tells me he was thinking about it in his chair, which means he's
Absolutely.
playing pool while he's sitting there, which is good.
Yeah, and that's a mark of someone who's been well trained too, especially for a younger player to stay actively participating in the game while their opponent's shooting. That shows a lot of patience. Most youngsters and even players of any age don't often have that. They're too busy sulking in the chair, lamenting their lost opportunity or their error that they committed. So good job on Wyatt to stay engaged and anticipating his next move before he was at the table.
He's calling the 12. He's just trying to get a good hit, but he called the 12 because that's an impossible shot, I think. Just trying to get over this 8 ball. And he scratched. This little snake bit here in the early set, but we got to be careful here because this is, if Wyatt gets out here, it'll be 4-0.
Yeah, Carl hasn't
This is an
seemed to have been able
important
to catch a break, and I don't know if that's just not being prepared and not being comfortable at the table, or just circumstances. But he
Wyatt
has
felt like he missed that.
Yeah, he definitely looked like he thought he missed it with his body language there.
Okay, this is going to be 4-0 Wyatt. This is tic-tac-toe for him. Like I said, that was one of the longest games. That was 7 minutes.
Yeah, he's playing fast and loose and fast and furious for sure. And similarly to the match of the other evening with Q, just a few errant cue balls position-wise and a couple of scratches, and all of a sudden it was off to the races for his opponent. So that looks to be a similar affliction here today.
Let's watch this break. He's going dead center table, hitting the square in the nose on the 12 ball up front. Oh, wow,
Pop
there it
and
is.
stop right there.
Okay, he adjusted from the topspin of the last break and got
Yep.
that one a little more flat.
Definitely. And
Nice
it
shot.
just trickled into the kitchen there, but that's still a great spot to break from. It just shows the cue ball rebound angle there, how straight and pure he really did hit that ball without the aforementioned topspin that he got on the previous break, which kind of dove him down into the rack stack there for limited opportunities to shoot at.
3 in the corner after this. We'll stop here. Oh, he decided to move it. I was thinking minimal cue ball movement there. You could have just put the 3 right in the corner under the 6. Okay, 3 in the side, then 5. Yeah, he's got the 5, 6, 4, 8. He's out.
And that was a subtle movement there, but he needed to hit that hard just to get it to move over a little bit there.
Nice, smart move. He bumped the 14 to create a shallower angle, so he could easily come onto the 4 for the shape.
Yep,
Okay, nice
took the
shot.
14 out of play. It reminds me of the quickness that he's shooting with. This guy might be a candidate for the UPL. I don't think he'd have any worry about a 30-second shot clock whatsoever.
Tough shot here, though. He's going to go right in between the 11 and the 10 with his cue ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely wanted to get a little more stick on that ball to put some draw on that to get higher up on the table, and unfortunately it left him a shot that he was unfortunately unable to pocket. So one of those woulda, coulda, shoulda moments there if he would have just got the draw. I think he ended up, like you've said several times, Mike, punching the ball rather than stroking it smoothly with that draw, and didn't quite get the action that he was looking for on the cue ball.
Okay, 14 down, and he could play a stop shot on this, but it won't give him shape. He wants to avoid giving up the 8 ball if he misses. So
Yeah,
let's see how he hits this.
I think he's going all or nothing here just for the make.
Nice shot.
Yeah, confident stroke from Carl there, and well pocketed.
11 in the side, 9 in the side. I thought he might shoot the 9 first, but
I
he's
did
going
too.
11, 9.
I thought he might draw the 9 back to play the 11 as well, but
Or maybe he saves the 9. Maybe he plays 13, 15, 9.
yeah, I
That
think
might be the shot because he's on the 13 right now for an easy coast up for the 15.
yeah, I would like playing 13-15, but
If he shoots this 9, he's got to come back to exactly where he is or the same
Right.
angle.
and that's why I would have shot the 9, then the 11 in the side, because then you
Mm-hmm.
can go 13-15. I think that's a much cleaner play, and keeping the negative variables to a minimum there. But we'll see how he goes.
Okay, nice. He actually cheated the hole and got as flat as he could on this 15, but it's a perfect angle to come up for the 9. All he has to do is hit dead center follow. Cut
Yeah.
this in and it comes up for the 9. We're going to see Carl get on the board here.
Yeah, he definitely cheated that pocket as close as he could to the 8 ball to make that, and that helped his cue ball control to get ideally on that 15. And he did float up table very nicely off of that angle to give him pretty much dead straight on the 9.
Okay. Well done, Carl. Oh, nice. Good
Yeah,
finish.
Carl gave his best Monty Python on the Holy Grail impression. I am not dead yet.
Just but a flesh wound.
Yeah, he's on the board with 1-4, and that was a real pivotal game there. Unfortunately, focused on an opportunity to get out and lost track of the 8 ball shape there, and still could have made the ball, but just didn't quite get it done there for Wyatt, and left the door open for Carl, who confidently and quite poised and composed shot making and control of the cue ball. Carl got the job done.
So we reserved the table next to them so they wouldn't have much traffic. You can see there's several members in here playing on all the other tables. That's Charlie in the back there.
Might be working on some drills, as he's known to do.
Okay, let's see how Carl's break is. This is Carl's first break of the match, so we have no idea what he's going to do. If he's a side rail, what do you wager? Side rail?
Oh, that's
or
a good
head-
point.
head
Yeah.
ball?
Well, it looks like he's kind of already positioned it, but he might be moving it.
Let's go on side rail.
Yep.
He's
So
gonna
he
hit
might
the
be
two
hitting
ball.
the second ball here. Yeah. Watch the cue ball, see how much draw he gets.
Very nice contact.
Yeah, he came
Good
right
break.
across the top of the stack there. Once he hit the second ball, went to the side rail, and then came right back into the top of the stack, which is why his cue ball is reasonably positioned. A lot of balls up table here on this second ball break.
Yeah.
You don't usually see that, do you, Mike?
No, it's kind of clustered, but it's actually runnable. The 4 ball is a problem. He could bank the 4 right now and shoot solids.
That's too aggressive even for me.
Yeah.
I like to play aggressive. Don't get me wrong.
That's a stop shot on this equipment.
But
right
it would be solving a problem. But if he did miss it, that would be disastrous. I think with the score line being as it is.
You saying I'm crazy?
Yeah, crazy like a fox. Crazy enough that it just might work.
And he could shoot the 6, but it doesn't lend an easy shape on anything. The 9 I don't think goes. Let's give it. No, he's shooting the 13 first, so that means we got to see if this 9 goes. I'm going to check after he shoots. Okay, he's stripes. So let's check and see if that 9 goes. It does not.
It does not appear to go. No, I agree. And a great reminder from the chat to like, share, and subscribe to help out the Slate Billiards Club on YouTube for more live stream action. And you can also watch previous matches back.
Yeah, go turn on your TVs, your computers, do all that sort of stuff. Get our make our friend Dave O'Keefe happy with all the clicking on the.
Yep, tell your cousins and your neighbors, everybody, absolutely. I know that Angela Lars watching at home with Drew and listening to the live stream and picking up some 8-ball bar table tips as these competitors drive on towards the Final Four.
Yeah, you got to share it quick though. This match will be over in a few seconds if we're careful.
Yeah, Carl's burning up the track too. I mean, regardless of the score, he's still still firing.
Well, we'll see how Wyatt responds to that because he was out and he missed that 8-ball, right?
Right.
So Carl's held a lot of table time here. Let's just see if Wyatt stays as comfortable as he's been. I'm sure he will, but sometimes you can change the momentum like he's doing right now. See
Yep.
if he bumps this 9. Yes, he did. I think he might have been focused on that 9 a little more than the actual pocketing of the ball.
Correct. Most likely. Some love for Wyatt there in the chat from Peyton Bernard.
I've noticed Wyatt has a unique stance. His right foot will kick out. His feet will be in an exact 90-degree angle. I think we'll see it on this shot. You'll watch his feet position. I typically watch people's strokes and their stance just because I'm always trying to learn. It's interesting. Everybody stands different. I think that's one of the unique things about every player. They're all different.
Yeah, as long as you're maintaining balance, and we're all built different too. People have longer legs, taller torsos, taller in general. You definitely have to accommodate those things in your stance, in your approach to the table. Looks like he locked him up pretty decent there.
Mm-hmm.
Found a nice spot to park.
Yeah, I've learned that the stance, a lot of times that front foot, people will point it towards the object ball. And that's what it looks like Wyatt's doing.
Yep,
It's
he
very
definitely had
sound.
that 90-degree stance footwork that you talked about.
All right, Carl, let's see what you got. 9-ball cross corner bank shot is what I see.
Yeah, I don't
if
know.
you can see the 9, let's see. That's a stop shot, cross corner bank, just past the 14.
He might be looking at a jump shot on the
Little bit of a
14, but I think I like your bank better than the jump shot, to be honest. Jeff Watts checking in. What's up, fam? Jeff Watts checking in on the chat, one of the Slate members here.
Yes. Got
Yeah, he is going airborne here.
jump shot.
He's likely to make this ball.
Yeah, it's makeable because it'll land and settle before hitting the 14.
Put a decent swing on it there.
He might have caught the
Caught it in the air, yeah.
Yeah, he landed on top of the 14 that on the second hop. Okay, 6 ball in the corner for Wyatt. I'm gonna try to call these quick. 7.
Yeah, it looks like he did kind of launch into that 14 ball. The cue ball didn't settle on the table when he was making contact there, unfortunately. But that's what happens in jump shots. That's the kind of the way it goes with those.
Cue ball was trying to hold up for the 1, but it just kept going, and that's what happens on this table. We haven't had much time to get into a rhythm yet, even though the match is half over. But these guys, this is a fast table.
It's as fast a table as Wyatt shoots, I can say that.
He's playing safe. He just waved off. He's going to shoot this 2 and kind of stick him on the 3-5 and make the 14. Well done.
That was a creative solution. That was a creative solution there. I think he might have a window on the 12, but that was still a great shot to just kind of create there and have the vision to see that shot or create that safety shot.
Yeah, he made that gesture with his cue because he realized he gave him the window right away. I thought the 3 was covering him, but it's
Yeah, I still like that shot selection, and the execution was good. It was just a hair off there. But for these young guys to see that and create that shot, I think is really a tip of the hat to who he's been working with and who he's been training with. Because a lot of times young guys are just all firepower and they're not a lot of strategy and thinking games. So hats off to Wyatt and his team for that.
looks like 9. If he makes it, he's going to contend with the point of the side pocket a little. I'm going to show you on the overhead. He'll be fine. All he has to do is play a dead center rolling ball, and it'll come over for the 8.
Yeah, just take his medicine on the thin shot on the 8. Oh, he overcooked it just a little bit. He had a nice angle. He had a nice window in between the 5 and the 2 ball there, I believe.
So he can pop this 4 out and shoot the 2 next.
The 4 ball, I apologize. The 4 and the 2.
It's natural shape for the 2 into the side. And then he could drift forward 3 inches and play the 5 in the upper left corner. He may have the angle to draw over for the 5 into the same side pocket, but with cue ball movement, I like to minimize my cue ball movement. I'm just slow rolling this and drifting it up 2 inches, 3 inches maybe.
It looks like he might be drawing it back for the corner.
Same thing. I was thinking of going forward because you never know under pressure what draw does. Okay, 3 in the corner, 1 in the corner, 8 inside.
I think he's on the wrong side of this 3 ball here. He might have to put some sauce on it.
Or go to the rail and out.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice shot, Wyatt.
It's a little more angle there than anticipated, but it did travel nicely. I thought it was a little straighter than that, but sometimes it's really hard to tell on that camera view.
Okay.
5-1.
5-1, and he's keeping me to my word. It's 2:51 Central Standard Time. We started at a little like 10 after.
So not only do I cheer for Carl for the Hill match, but I can also cheer for Carl on the over for the over 1 hour match mark for Mike's prediction.
We haven't had to use the instant replay yet today, but once I see the next cool shot, I'm going to test it out.
Yep, it's on.
Yep.
That's the button I forgot last time. Why it didn't work.
Oh.
Turn the replay buffer on. Who'd have thought of that?
Okay, dead center. Oh, he's a little to the left. Okay, now he adjusted it. Dead center. He's going to hit this 1 ball square and try to squat the rock center table. Pretty good break. They all stayed on this side of the table except the 1 ball, though. So he's got some traffic. It's going to be tough to run this rack. Did make the 15, though. See what he chooses. Looks like the 14 inside. He's going to go stripes.
Yeah, he didn't get the pop and stop on that one. That one was just a flat hit. Just rolled back nicely.
Yeah. He's thinking it through on this 11 ball if it goes cross-side on the bank.
Yep, looks like he just called it.
Oh, he's going to corner.
Yep.
Yep, and then the 13 in the corner. Nice shot. He got in that window.
Yeah.
Well, wow.
That was a great solution to get in that pack there, because making the 13, you don't want to end up bumping those balls as you travel away. So great solution by Wyatt to solve the puzzle there.
Okay, when he's done shooting, I'm gonna do the instant replay because I did the. I think I captured that bank. Okay, that 12 does go on the side. He was a little fortunate there. He ran into both the 3 and
Yep.
the 8.
Got a little wild there, but may not pay the price here for it.
Wyatt, if you play your next match, if you get to the next match, you gotta slow down for me to talk about your shots.
I don't
have any time to analyze it.
I don't think Wyatt's interested in helping the commentators
Yeah,
at
no,
Slate.
no.
He's trying to get the
Nice
cash.
shot. Let's just see if he gets this. If I can.
Just hit the eye.
Yeah, I missed the bank on that when I tried doing it.
Oh, because this is the replay.
That's afterwards, yeah.
I missed it. It was right after.
Nice recovery, though. Didn't phase him at all that he clipped off the 8 and almost got hooked. So he just kept the train running.
6-1 we got, Wyatt. 2 more games and you're into the final 4. Come on, Carl. We need a hill here. Let's get Carl back to the table.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're rooting for Carl. We don't know Carl, but we're still rooting for him.
I notice he doesn't care what ball's up front. He's hitting the 6 this time. It was the 1 last time, or the 12. and-
Yeah, he's just throwing them up there.
Yep. Okay, they're all on this side of the table again. He might have house racked himself there. There might have been a gap.
Yeah, you got to take your time and rack them as well. Make sure you really double check them.
Now, Carl, it'd be to his advantage to have a little table time here. Take your time, walk around the table.
Yep, keep him in the electric chair for a minute here. Compose yourself and take a little steam out of the sails of your opponent. Also, making sure you're being deliberate and decisive in making the right choices and decisions.
2 in the side, he's thinking. Let's just see. I'm going to check the overhead. I think the 2 in the side goes past the 9. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh.
appear to, but it might be real tight.
14 in the corner, maybe?
Yeah, I think
But
14
he
in the
wants
corner.
solids.
Yeah, he doesn't want them.
Because
But
of
he-
that 11-5, I think he wants solids.
Yeah, he might be playing safe here. Just tap the 5 and stick him on the 5 and 11 there.
He took the 14 because that was his easiest shot. I think he prefers solids.
I agree.
Oh, no.
Oh, I didn't see that. Went
was
after the
wrong.
pink there. Well, he got his solids.
Nice.
He
okay.
maintained his solids by doing that, so that's good. Yeah, that was not clear on our camera view that that was an option. So he,
It looked like he was queuing at the 14. That's
yeah,
why.
it definitely did. Yeah.
Okay, 1 ball in the corner. He's got to come with it here. I think this is one of the tougher shots in pool. Back cutting to the corner, full length table shot. Or he's going to bank the 6 cross side.
Yeah, he's changed his
No,
mind.
he's going all the way down. Maybe.
He's cutting the 6. Yeah.
Nice
Hit
shot.
it pure. Oh man, just
Just
a
not
little
enough
bit.
speed, but he played Whitey. Good cue ball there, Carl.
Yep, a little bit harder would have kept that ball truer as well. I think it would have got to the pocket and fallen. But I don't think he gave up a whole lot here. I mean, there's not much to shoot at.
Wyatt's playing safe. He waved off. That's a sign that he's playing safe. and he didn't leave too much other than the 7 ball. But that 3-5 does not go for the combo.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to go. I don't know that he can sneak the 3 by. We'll have to look at the overhead cam to see if that passes. Nope, does not.
No. He's fixated on the 3-5.
Yeah, I'm not sure what safety options are available to him right there, but
I
he's going
like
to figure
shooting
it
the
out.
7, but not in the pocket, just the cue ball down table. Okay, he wanted to break him up for future reasons, in case he comes back to the table.
Yep.
So Wyatt's got this 10 in the corner, and he was quick to decide on it. That means he probably knew he was going to have that shot.
Yeah, he was anticipating that shot off the safety. Went a little quick on that one, unfortunately, just overcut it.
Might have a little bit of killer instinct in him that's waiting to finish this match. I kind of sense that he wants to hurry up and win here.
Right.
With that.
And these pockets, again, are not forgiving. 4 1/4, and they play tight.
Well, Carl's strategy worked. They're open now, and he can shoot the 3 and the 5 off. He almost got hooked on the 2.
Yeah, he might have been obstructed by the 2 to where he can't play the 3.
There's nothing wrong with shooting the 7, but
He might just be able to swerve a little, or he might be clear, but I think he's swerving. Given his cue angle there, I think he had to swerve that, and now he's in trouble.
Yeah, I
I'm
almost
not sure if he was playing for the bank shape there, or if he just was praying for rain there and hoping that he didn't get behind the 8. I'm not sure what his strategy was there, but he's still at the table.
The bank slides through, but the 11's covering the hole. I don't think the 6 can go.
Yeah, you're probably
I'll
right.
show you on the overhead. The 11 will be impeding that bank.
Yeah.
It would go by the 15 and hit the top of the 11.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what his position play was off of that 3 ball. Maybe he was trying to leave it for the 7, just tucked a little bit too far behind the 8.
He's in a bad spot for going for a ball. I think he should play safe. Is he 2 railing the 6 ball? Is
He
that what
called
just
something.
Or the 2? No, he's kicking the 2 into
Yeah.
the side.
He didn't look like he measured it up. He's gonna just swing at it. Well, it's remarkably close.
Yeah.
Off
Okay.
of the 12 there. Looks like Wyatt might be in cruise control here. He's just got to
Well, he's got to solve that 14.
stay in line with the 14-13. Yeah. Looks like he's got to try and get that. Excuse me. So he's trying to just nuzzle into that 13 there. Carl back in action here, perusing the table, seeing what his alternatives and his options might be for this 8 ball. I think he's got a bit of a wall on either side, but there is a path through the middle. The 8 ball definitely goes in the bottom right corner. I like Carl getting out here, drawing back for the 7 of the 2, and
Might even go to the 1, or to 7 to the 1 and then the 2, but I like your thinking 7, 2, 1 here. So then the 1 would get an angle where you come up for the 8.
mm-hmm.
So this one you could just slow roll it. The cue ball will drift right by and wave to the 1 ball as it travels by it, right like that. It gave it a kiss even. So it waved and kissed at him.
There you go.
Now he wants to be right where his cue ball is right now. So if he wants to draw back to exactly that spot so that he can drift up for the 8.
Yeah, it's really easy to get on the wrong side of the 8 ball here using draw, especially, circumstances being what they are. But it's definitely very doable. It looks like if you go to the overhead cam, I think he might be nice and straight on that too, just the slightest angle.
Yeah,
so
he
he
can
should be
draw.
able to definitely accomplish this.
Let's see if he goes right into the exact same spot. Tough to do. Now he's going to have to go 3 rails. That's fine. He can go 1, 2, 3 rails with his cue ball around for the 8. He's just got to make sure he doesn't overcook this and come behind the 9 ball.
Yeah, there's some top right here outside.
1, 2, 3.
He undercooked it.
He's perfect. I think it'll keep going. Yeah, and he's off the rail, so this is a manageable cut shot.
Yeah, that
He'd
is-
probably rather be straight in, but oh well.
That definitely went a little farther than it initially appeared to be going, so it did leave him a pretty makeable shot here. A tester, but a makeable shot.
And that's kind of what I was talking about. This table, nice shot. Oh, I thought it was in.
hung.
Boy.
I really thought he made it too. Again, these pockets are just not forgiving. 4 1/4, but they do play tight.
Is he gonna play the 11 to the 9? Come under the 9? Yeah, he did. Nice shot.
It was a nice shot. That was really unfortunate that Carl wasn't rewarded for his.
Carl
Good
might come
play
back
there.
to the table here. It's
Yeah,
6
these
to
are no
1.
gimme. These are no gimmies. Definitely.
He might be buried behind something because I think Wyatt, if he starts to not feel like he can get out, he can bury him with the safety. Nice shot.
Went
15 in the
for it.
corner. Boy, he's
That
got-
was full send there. He went all offense there and got it. Nice draw, nice shot.
He's playing for the side pocket now. Oh, he might have
That
got
might be
hooked.
trouble.
I think he was trying to nudge that up and get it a little more open for the side or something, the 13 and the 12.
Yeah. Just caught it. He might have been trying to catch that 13 full and just kind of brushed it.
He can make this jump shot on the 9. He just doesn't want to have to jump.
Yeah.
I think this is routine for him, though.
It doesn't really leave you a good angle for a good shot
watch
after
this
the
jump
jump.
shot.
But he has to play it.
Oh,
Great shot. And he came away with the shot on the 15.
yes, he did.
So he's
Or the
working
13,
against
yeah.
the table and working hard, but he's got it. Yeah, the 13. I'm sorry, these colors switch from screen to screen here.
You sure do. Okay, so 13 in the side, and then what? Is he going to draw back?
I think he
Shoot
has
it all the
to.
way down?
I think he has to draw back here. Oh, just a little strong.
Okay, Wyatt gave it to him. That's okay. He had a tough out there because
Yeah.
the balls were all. The 8 really helped Carl there.
Yeah.
Carl's back on the board, 6-2. All he's got to do is break and run 4 here to get back in this.
Hey, it's been done before. It's been done before. Unfortunately, if Wyatt would have just smooth stroked that draw a little bit instead of trying to force draw it, I don't know if he got a little tight with his grip or something there, or maybe just jammed it. But it didn't look like a smooth, relaxed stroke there, and unfortunately, the side pocket rattled out for him. You always got to be smooth when you're going into those side pockets at an angle. They do tend to spit them out, even on tables without tight pockets. So while he's racking here, let's check into the chat. Looks like Matt says hello. Thank you, Matt. Peyton with more accolades for his support for Wyatt. Angela, yes, that was Dave whispering. Ron's back in action. You know, Ron, I don't think I've been here one time where Ron wasn't in the chat, so
Yeah.
thanks for representing Ron. You're always on.
What a side ball break. I mean,
made
that
the-
second ball break.
Yeah, he made the 8 in the top corner there. Doesn't count in this format, but does count as a ball, so he can spot it up and continue play from where he lies, or he can re-break, which I highly doubt he would do. I think he's just going to take
smiling.
it.
I think he's smiling because those
Yeah.
just spread out so nice. He could be out here. This might be our first break and run.
He did make another ball. He made the 11 in the top corner. Did he realize that he made the 8? I hope he realized he made the 8 ball. I think he's just
doesn't
kind
know
of
yet.
deliberating. I think he's just deliberating.
He doesn't know what he's going to do because it's option.
Yeah,
right?
I think he was just deliberating. But I was hoping, it's happened before where people make a ball and they don't realize they made it.
What a break. For a second ball break, I usually don't see those kind of results.
Yeah, that was pretty nice stroke that he put on it there to get that break. Yep, Ron, of course, called the 3 rails around position on the 8 in the last game, as he's known to do. Prognosticating, as Ron does. It's too early to feed the chickens, so he's got plenty of time to prognosticate pool matches online with us. I appreciate that, Ron.
He's going stripes, and he was playing for the 9 ball, I believe. Or no, he's playing for the side pocket stuff. He's got to shoot that 9.
Yeah, I would
But
have
he's
played
gonna
for the
save
9
it.
for sure. Hopefully, I mean, he's not solving a problem in the side pocket. That's gravy train in the side. I really think he's going to need to shoot that 9 ball.
Well, he wants to. Maybe he already decided I'm going to use the 14 to get to the 9.
Yeah, but he's got to get really nice on that 14 to do that. And then you're going 9-8. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe
We'll
he's
see.
saving the 9 for the key ball.
Yeah, the 9-8, he's got to be going 9-8. If he didn't shoot it there, which I thought was an ideal opportunity to do that, I feel like I would have shot the 9 and then the 14 there, but
The 10 ended up funny. I don't think that goes into the side pocket as easy. Let's check. Watch the 10. I guess
yeah,
it could go.
it could go, but it's definitely a challenging shot. Great shot of that cue there. Stretched out on that shot, and he's in trouble.
Yeah, he's in trouble. I think he can make the 9, but he's running into the 1.
Yeah,
He could backcut Banks' 14.
I really think we both were on the right shot there earlier when we said that you had to play the 9 there instead of the side pocket combo. I think that the 9 to the 14 on the rail, and then all your balls are up in the top corner with nothing really in your way. It might have been an easier path, but hopefully he can recover.
He's cutting this. Let's see what kind of Ginzu knife he has. Very thin cut.
Super thin.
Okay, Wyatt, let's see what you got here. The balls are wide open for you. We got 5 in the corner. Stop shot. To the 2. Draw back for the 2 or roll up for the 1.
Yeah, Wyatt's opportunity is real strong
Or
here.
the 3. He's playing for the 3, then the 2. Or maybe he's going to go work that other end of the table, the 3, 4, 7.
Yeah.
That 6 is concerning me, how close it is to the 8.
Yeah, you could definitely catch a bump there and lock it right into the 9. That's it's definitely been done before. Hopefully not on this occasion, but if we're rooting for the Hill match, I guess we're not necessarily rooting against Wyatt, but
Here's your transition ball, shooting the 7 in, and he's going to get right on this 6 ball. He'd love to be straight in on this 6 or with a subtle angle just under it.
yeah.
Here it comes. Oh,
I think he was anticipating the shape and took the 7 for
he
granted
played.
there.
Look at the cue ball is exactly where I
Yeah.
was talking about, where he wanted. I think
Yeah.
he was
It
focused
took
on
his
that.
eye off the prize there, focusing on the position and the speed, which he hit perfect.
Now Carl has to draw above the 10 ball because that 7 just blocked its hole. So he could just play a lower right draw shot here and come above the 10
Yeah,
and
try
try
and
and get
come in.
straight in.
Yeah, he's going to try and come into that second diamond where the kitchen line is. If that's his intention, that's where he's going to need to be.
Nice.
And right on time.
So he might have to play the side pocket here, but if he goes all the way down to the corner here,
He can
lower
line
right
up on that
corner,
9, I think.
Yeah, with a little right English, he could just come over for the 9.
Yeah, some top right, thinning it in.
He wants to shoot it in the side because it's easier in the sense that the 10 ball doesn't travel that far, but I don't know how
The
easy
position
it is to
isn't.
get shape.
Yeah, the position just doesn't seem to be there on the side pocket.
Let's just see the angle on the overhead here of the 10 ball. He'd have to hammer it a little to go into the side to get over for the 9, and I'm just a little bit too firm. I
agree.
Don't know if that would rattle or not.
And we just saw what was Wyatt's last shot in that side pocket, shooting it firm.
Yeah, let's
Did not drop for him, so I tend to agree. Yeah, it just wasn't meant to be, I don't think, on that 9 ball there. But he wouldn't have had to hit it too much harder as long as you're willing to accept that shot. He wouldn't have had to hit it too much harder to get a playable shot on the 9, but where the cue ball's going.
This is a slow roll, unless he hammers it and goes around the table 4 rails for shape on the 8. He could slow roll this and barely miss the 1. However, I think he might brush the 1, and it's gonna.
Yeah, he's got to really watch the scratch here.
Yeah. And if he hits the 1 too full, it will go in the corner pocket.
That's a tough ball to make and a tough ball to deal with the scratch as well.
Hit it firm around the table, it will miss the 1. See what I mean? If you hit it firm. And 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 8. Okay, so.
Did he get a little lucky on that?
Yeah, he did. Because I don't think the 7's easy.
Yeah, from there, it looks like the 7. Let's check the overhead cam here.
It goes, yeah. He's
Yeah,
fine, but
he can make it.
The cue ball's going to get loose because it's
Yeah.
not going to grab much of the 7.
Unfortunately, he just caught that 9 a little too full there, and looks like Wyatt's considering his options on the 7 and doesn't like it.
He could just play safe, too.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Gave him a free hit just to get it out of the way. You know, I think Carl could come with a bank here.
Well, that's what I thought was interesting. He used the 1 for the safe. I thought he was going to, when he looked at that 7, I thought he was just going to slow roll up on the backside of the 7 and not scratch.
Right. Or he could have even brought the cue ball over to the left side pocket and left
Yeah.
him behind the 6 as well.
Because this bank does go. There is a way to shorten this bank and just shoot it off to the right side rail with low left, and it'll shorten up big time. See, he's looking at that. And his cue ball will run into the 6 ball and give him shape on the 8.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the side pocket there, but I think I like the corner bank.
I like the side because he can hammer it and confidently stroke it.
Can we look at the overhead cam? Maybe I'm just not seeing it with the 2 ball there.
Yeah, it goes right here.
Yeah, you do have to shorten that. I can see it much better with that overhead camera. It really makes a difference to be able to see the
Yeah.
perceived angle versus the actual angle on the overhead cam. Yeah, I can definitely see that side pocket bank making a lot more sense now, and I think he might draw into the
He called it. Let's see what he does here.
6 as he does it.
It's not jacked up though. Okay, he shortened it too much and ran into the 2. And that 2 ball is in a real funny spot. Not that Wyatt will have too much trouble with it, but it is something that he probably wants to shoot right away. So he's going to play the 1 to the 2 probably. He might
Yeah.
go to the 7. No, yeah, he's going to the 7
It looks like
first.
he's going 7, maybe 2-6 there instead.
Well, when he makes the 2, if he gets straight on the 2, he'll have an easy shot on the 6. But he's got an angle.
Yeah, just a little too fast and loose there. You just got to be a little more deliberate, I think, Wyatt.
And he could run into the 6.
You might have to.
Yeah, I mean intentionally is what
yeah,
I mean.
Yeah, you might have to. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice shot.
Quality.
And he's got side or corner, maybe.
Oh,
No.
yeah, just a bit. Yeah, I think he.
See
I
that
think
keep
I agree
running?
with you. I think he was trying to brush into those balls. At least it appeared so. And the fact that he didn't, he's just going to draw back behind the 8 here and a little pinch draw.
Yeah.
Pretty obvious safety, but well executed. You know, you can always foul when you're that close to the ball, or maybe not quite catch your stroke because you get a little hesitant and a little pokey there. So good execution by Wyatt. Stay in control of the table.
Yeah, he's going to try and kick this in the side. This is makeable. Looks like he's aiming a little low for me, my eyes. Yeah. Nice
Nailed
shot.
it.
Nice shot.
That was the shot of the match for Carl.
Yeah.
No
Let's
question
see if
about it.
Let's see if the instant replay works this time, if I got it in time. We'll check it in a second after this rack. That was a heck of a kick shot. If he can get this to 6-3, we got ourselves a set.
Yeah, way to take your time and digest the shot here. And take a look at your reference.
Well, what's going to happen here is he's going to cut this 8 in the side, and his cue, if he misses, the cue ball will be on the end rail in the middle table. He's going to hit a nice slow roll cut here. Watch his cue ball. He missed it a little high. So his cue ball this is a torturous shot for Wyatt coming to the table, but Wyatt's psyched that he's at the table.
Yeah, he's glad just to have any shot, and that's a great glass half full perspective too. Some people are like, oh, look what he left me. It's like, well, you know, you're lucky to even be at the table.
Yeah,
So,
that rattled up. Okay, so that's a couple in a row that Wyatt's been kind of stuck coming to the table with an 8 hanging. If he doesn't make it, he's in trouble. Let's see if we can get that
Yeah.
replay again. See
And
what-
Carl played that well too. That was by design. He played that two-way shot there.
There's that kick shot.
That was a great shot, man. That was huge. Best shot Carl's shot all day, and that was
Very nice. I think
that was an excellent shot to close the game. I mean, that's the thing too. You still got to make that 8 ball, and that's looks like on its own what an easy shot it is. But after making a big shot like that on the 9, it's really a challenge to recollect yourself, compose yourself, and finish the game. That's also it's also big props to Carl for finishing that rack after the big shot.
6-3. And while I don't know if they're taking a little break or they're chatting here a little while they are, I'm going to review what's going on. We're at Slate Billiard Club in St. Paul, Minnesota. We had a 32-player field, $4.99 and under, 8 ball, race to 8. And we're down to the final 4 after today. The 3 people waiting on the winner of this match are Greg Lucier, Jesse Leahy, Leahy.
Leahy or Leahy, one of the
HY.
two.
Yeah. And then the last one was just the other night. Terry Johnson last night pulled off a nice victory. So those 3 are waiting for the winner of this, and then we'll start. This tournament's been going on for about 3 weeks. It's a long-term tournament, which is kind of becoming a trend in Minnesota, especially. But I think they got this idea from maybe a Wisconsin tournament. It lasts a few weeks, and you schedule your own events. So not all the matches were played on this table in this arena or in this pool room. We had some people from further up, like St. Cloud. They played in their home place. So the people, when you find out your draw, you get the phone number of everybody. You schedule your own match. You could play anywhere. Most of them did play here. A lot of them, they kind of like the atmosphere, and the tables are perfect. This is more of a training environment, though. It's not like a normal pool room where there's a bar and grill. It's more of a vending snacks, like a few Snicker bars and some drinks if you want to have a water or whatnot. But this is more of a training facility, and a lot of our members just come here to practice and hang out. There's not as much activity as a normal pool room.
The buzz is almost kind of a familiar background noise, and sometimes it can be a challenge to play in such an austere and quiet environment for folks that are kind of used to the din of the pool room as a soundtrack. But silence can be deafening as well. But it's definitely a breath of fresh air for people who come to play here. But for these opponents who've trained or played previous matches elsewhere, it can definitely be a rude awakening if they're not used to the tables and the conditions here.
Unfortunately, Carl got the cue ball traveled 1, 2, 3 rails into the side. I was watching the cue ball the entire time, and it was just tracking. Nothing got in its way. So Wyatt, here we go, ball in hand, shaking off the last few racks.
Yeah, you certainly wouldn't expect a 3-rail scratch in the side off the break with nothing touching it other than the initial contact. But it was an unfortunate roll for Carl there, giving ball in hand anywhere on the table to his opponent, Wyatt. As we are playing BCA rules, there is ball in hand anywhere on a break scratch.
He's figuring out which problem to solve first. He definitely wanted stripes. He got rid of that 13 problem. He felt like that was an issue. The 11 does go by the 15 here once he gets to it. So he's going to go the 9 to the 14. He's going to roll up, touch the 6 maybe even.
Yeah,
or
he
the 3.
Oh, he just overcut it
Yeah,
there.
he was trying to get on the 14. Okay, Carl.
Yeah. I like that ball pattern there that he chose to get into that rack there and just go into the stack at the end. That stack is actually pretty workable. Those balls were, as you mentioned, the 11 ball definitely did go, and
The only thing about that the 11 is he's going to run into that eventually when Wyatt shoots, if he shoots again. When he shoots that 11, that 15 ball will nudge over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Unless
you
he
have
gets
to hit it
perfect on
clean. Yeah, you have to get clean on that. I agree. Well, let's see. It's Carl's world now. We're just living in it. He's at the table in command, and
6 in the side.
looks like his solids are pretty available. He's just got the 7 and the 4 to contend with. And maybe the 1 goes in the opposite corner, not the closest corner.
I don't know if he was trying to get on the 3 ball or the 2 ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure there either. I mean, you definitely, there's an analogy that's sometimes used of bus transfers and catching a city bus. You want to make the 1 ball and then get your bus transfer out and travel to the next ball and continue your run kind of like you're working your way through the city on a bus route.
He's going 2 to the 5. He's going to drift forward past the 14 and play the 5 next, I think.
Yep, so he's just going to roll ahead. I'll overcut it.
Okay, here's that 11-15 scenario again. The 14 might still go by the 2 ball if he gets on that eventually. Let's see. It looks like it does barely, maybe.
Yeah, it might. He's got a perfect angle on this 11 ball. Oh, he just caught the 15 on the way in.
Yeah, he did rub the 15. I didn't see that wrong, right?
No, he definitely did, and I don't know if he just got a little too quick on it, but it looked like it definitely could have gone without any contact, just hitting it cleanly. But could be mistaken. You know, he's looking down the barrel of the rifle there, so he can probably see it better than we can. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt there.
Well, Carl comes to the table knowing now that those balls are open for Wyatt, and now it's going to be of concern because Wyatt can get out from here. But that 11 is trouble again.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're both feeling the pressure a little bit or something, but they both seem to be just uncharacteristically missing kind of standard shots here, letting their focus get away from them perhaps.
15 in the corner, he's calling it. Back cuts. These are tough. Good stroke, Wyatt.
Quality shot there. Yeah, it's amazing. Sometimes your pre-shot routine can just go right out the window and you just rush to the table to shoot. And then you're rushing back to your chair to sit down after missing an opportunity. Really want to take your time and gather yourself before you rush into a shot. And hopefully keep your time at the table. Just a bit outside. Double nippled that one in the side there.
He's got an interesting pre-shot rhythm. He does like 3 to 5 little short rhythms, and then he comes back slow and then delivers.
Yeah, he's got great stroke mechanics. See if Carl's going to attack the bank here, or if he's just going to stick him on the back side of the 11, or if he's going to shoot the 7 ball on the side and wait for another day. But I just don't see the run out here with the 5 stacked up and the 2 in an awkward position there behind the 11. I don't see the run out here.
I don't mind him making the 7 though, because those are a problem. Now he brushed the 4, and he could shoot the 4 now, or he just plays safe. Like you said, he doesn't need to run out until their 5's ready.
I think he might take a swing at this 2 ball here, but I think it's perilous because, again, the 5 ball doesn't have a pocket. So, you know, you're kind of praying for rain at the end there. And then, you know, if you make the 5, are you going to get the 8? So, you know, maybe he's just feeling a little desperation here. And you can't blame him for that, but it usually doesn't work out well.
So for people that don't play 8 ball that much, Carl's in an advantage here because he still has 4 balls on the table versus Wyatt's 3. This is the crucial time of a game in 8 ball where you say, okay, I've got more chip advantage. I've got more soldiers on the field. So do I play safe right now, or do I keep going? And I think if he's going to play safe, now is the time. But the 1 is so tempting. He might be trying to break up this 5 with the 1.
To put some left on it and swing into the 8 ball, but there's no guarantees you're going to get a shot out of that. In fact, it's very unlikely that you will get a shot out of that.
Okay, he brushed the 9 into trouble zone.
So he uglied up the stripes a little bit more, but the solids haven't really gotten any better. I like just tapping the outside of the 2 ball, which I like that shot prior, just tapping the outside of the 2 ball and leaving him the shot. But I think now he's almost forced to do that shot.
Yeah, he could slow roll on the underside of the two, the blue two here that he's standing near, and then leave Wyatt the bank shot
Yeah.
and let him shoot it.
I mean, if you got real technical, you could cut the underside of the 3 and cross your cue ball over to the side rail where the 8 is. That's a little more technical of a shot, but it looks like he might be trying to do maybe a 2-rail version or a 3-rail version of that shot.
Ooh, he came out of his stroke there a little
Yeah,
bit.
he jumped out. You know, and then the fact that he didn't disturb those balls when he missed, I know that he did move the 14, which is actually beneficial to him because I think the 14 broke out the 9. So he might be better off that he missed that.
Wow, these balls all moved, and he's committed to a shot pretty quick. Okay, he's just getting them ready.
Yeah, he moved the 14 ball kind of back by the side pocket.
But he
Sorta
gave
where
him
it
the
was.
5-ball bank, so Carl
Yeah.
knows he has to shoot it because this is
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, he really put him on a shot there. I think that Wyatt might have been daring him even to shoot this 5-ball, knowing that he left.
Yeah, because the
Left the
balls
shot.
will be ready. The 9 is not quite ready, though. He wants to make sure not to get that 9 free.
Yeah, he's a shooter. He's going to shoot it, it looks like.
Nice
Nailed
shot.
it. Nailed it.
Now he doesn't have a shot.
Yeah, no reward for a great shot there. And he almost, put the 8 in peril, too, there, if you notice. The 8 wasn't far from going in the hole there.
He could slow roll up on this 2-ball and just leave him tree-topped right next to the 2-ball. Just get a good hit,
Yeah.
slow roll on it, and let him cut that 14 in. Yeah, he's calling a bank shot on the 2 off the 14
yeah.
into the side.
Off the rail, off the 14, so it's a bank. 1 rail, 2 rail bank, carry him in the side.
He'd have to load this up with inside English in order to make it, and he's jacked up on the 8. So I have a feeling he's gonna
Yeah,
hit
this
the
is-
right side of the 14 instead of the left side of the 14.
And it'll
so
just
it's
sit there. Yeah. This is a wing and a prayer shot, but I mean, he's in a desperate situation, so you can't really blame him for playing a desperate shot here. And it might go. At least it'll move the 14 out of the way. Look at that.
Oh, he almost
Just
made it.
nippled it and he scratched. These scratches have just been plaguing Carl, and that was a scratch I don't think anybody could foresee coming. I know I didn't.
He hit that good. I didn't think that was possible to get him to tighten it up like that, but he stroked that. From being on top of the 8, that was a pretty strong play.
Yeah, that was a monumental effort by Carl there and just caught the point. And unfortunately, the cue ball did not just catch the point on the opposite side and drained it. Just not getting any.
And he might have been able to come back to the table. I fear the worst for him, but because he gave him ball in hand, he can solve this 9 right away.
Exactly.
And that 11 goes by the 3, so he's going to drift up for the straight in 11 ball.
Yeah, had he not scratched, there was at least a little bit of work there for Wyatt to get through. But
This is not an easy shot, though, especially when you're trying to close a match. He's got this will get him on the hill if he gets on this. Nice shot. He's very confident.
yeah, very confident, very aggressive stroke he made there and got right where he needed to be.
See, he'll get down at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back slow. Nice. Good finish.
Yeah, good mechanics from Wyatt. Great stroke mechanics. Very repeatable pre-shot routine. On the hill, 7-3, Wyatt breaking. Yeah, I feel like this is Carl's story of the match is kind of similar to Q's story of the match, and even maybe more so, where he made some great shots, had some great looks, and the cue ball just ended up getting away from him a few times on position, and unfortunately on several scratches that just cut him short from getting rewarded for some good plays and some good shots that he really did make.
Okay. Let's see if he can squat the rock center table. It's not bad. He came to the side rail, but he didn't make a ball.
Yeah,
So,
he didn't
good
connect.
spread, though.
Yeah, he didn't connect fully with this front ball, which is why the cue ball went immediately to the side, and that does have some inefficiencies there of just not getting all that kinetic energy into the balls, and could be a reason why one of those balls did not fall. You want the cue ball to have really the least amount of energy as possible.
What do you like here? Stripes or solids?
I don't know. I think these stripes look pretty good. I mean, you could make a case for either way, but I think I would I would open with stripes.
14 is the reason why I like stripes, because of that 4. I like the 14 positioning in that, so yeah, I like stripes too.
Back and forth. Ooh,
9 in the side.
don't freeze up on there. Yeah.
Unless he can see the 14, let's check.
I don't think he can make the 14.
He could swerve it a little, but then he doesn't have good shape, so
Yeah,
the
he's gonna
9
get trapped
probably
back
9,
there.
15, 14.
Yeah, I like going down table there as well.
It might drift up for the 13 here. Yep. 13, 11. He's got to get rid of this 11, so he's going to do it while he's down here. He's going to roll forward about 4 inches and try to get off the rail. He doesn't want to get pinned on the rail, so he'll try to get off like 2 or 3 inches off the rail. Oh, he had the angle to pound
Yep.
over. Nice.
Actually went a little too far there.
Well, the reason why I was thinking of playing short side shape is because that 7 ball, but he got under it, so that 7 isn't a factor.
I think he's going to go to the top of the rail here and play, I believe that's the 10 and the center diamond on the top rail.
Yeah, he could play 2 ball shape here, meaning the 10, the blue stripe and the green stripe. He could
Yeah.
get on both of those balls.
Just take your best ball wherever you land.
Yeah. He ran into the 8, so he's got the
Just
15.
about the worst thing that he could do
Yeah.
there. Just unfortunate that he brushed the 8 and now he's maybe stuck on the 6, but he should have the shot on the 15 anyway, but he's really traveling thin here.
He does have a shot on the 15, the brown stripe, but
Yeah.
watch the cue ball. It's going
He's
to
traveling real thin hit. Yeah,
gonna
he's
go
going to
right.
go around the table.
in between the rail and the 5 ball, and potential for a scratch. I don't want to wish that on anyone, but
Be interesting to see. I was going to say it was going to be interesting to see if
Yeah.
the 5 didn't hook him there.
if he might have been trying to bump the 5 for shape on the 14.
Right. He's going back to the air jump.
Yeah, he just wants to get a good hit here. This is almost impossible. In fact, if he hits the right side of the 14,
He's liable to scratch.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that was just, I think he needed some outside English on that 11 ball to really carry it up table there and clear that 8 ball.
he's
Easy to say in hindsight, but that appeared to be what was his, the beginning of his downward trend there of position error.
slowing down the game here a little, which is smart. I think you just stay at the table. I'd do a few more laps. In fact, I might even take a bathroom break just to try to rattle my opponent that I'm trying to come back on.
Yeah, he is on the hill. You definitely
Yeah.
don't want to give him any momentum or opportunities, but I suspect here, being as how this jump shot is less than straight in, and that lesser angle does lead him pretty much to the point or to the scratch. And jump shots like this tend to have a little bit of draw on them anyway. So, yeah, the chances of him jumping into a scratch are pretty huge here.
I would kick the 10 slow roll and leave the cue ball on the 10, and that's just me. Okay, he hit the left side of the 14, well thought out, and he got rewarded in the sense that if he comes back to the table, the balls are playable.
Yeah, he didn't look like he was even playing to make that 14 ball, and
Yeah, he just wanted to get a good hit.
and I think that's a wise decision to not play the make and just make the clean hit. I could be wrong, but I feel like he really wasn't trying to make that ball, and to his credit, he should not have been trying to make that ball.
Wyatt's playing the green-pink combo. Nice shot, and he broke that 8 free. I fear the worst for you, Carl.
Yeah,
This is,
it's looking pretty good here for Wyatt. He's going to take about 37 seconds to shoot these last 3 or 4 here, and then pocket the 8.
Do you save the 1 for the end, or do you shoot it off next? It looks like he's going
I
down
think
the
I'd-
end table and up for the 1.
Yeah, I think
Or
I'd
the
want to
5.
get. I think I'd want to get these bottom balls here. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind shooting the 1 last.
I agree. 5-7-6-1 or 5-7-1-6.
Yeah, he might go 1-6 here, just the way that these have kind of
Center
played
table.
out.
Plays cue ball center table, then
Yep,
you
pick
could
your
be on
best
both.
ball. Yeah, pick your best ball.
He's going to 1 ball next.
Yep.
And he's saving the 6.
Yeah, good strategy.
2 more shots, and we've got our final 4 set. I don't want to jinx him, but it looks like he's got a routine stop shot here for 8 inside. Or a slow roll, I should say.
Yeah.
He might play in the corner, but I would bet on the side pocket.
Well, if he wins here, he did beat your time by 30 minutes, so he went past. He did go past the hour mark after all,
Okay.
but you weren't wrong to predict a quick match. They definitely both shot very quickly.
Well done, Mr. Wyatt Andrist, beating Carl White 8-4. I'll report the score here. That was fun commentating with you again, Sam.
Was it 8-3 or
8-3.
8-4?
Sorry, I said 4. I said 4.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, great to work with you again, Mike. We've had a pretty good run here of Friday, Saturday, and now Sunday.
Yep.
Doing these quick matches here, and congratulations to Carl on getting this far. I know he struggled there with some scratches, but I know he played well to get here, and Wyatt is through to the final 4.
Yep, I'm gonna go pay off Carl for his. He got his money back and then some, and maybe a free shirt. So we're gonna sign off, and once these final 4 are set up in the system and scheduled, we'll have. There's 3 matches left. 2 more in the final 4, and then the final. So
Yep. Be sure to like and subscribe and share, and we'll keep you updated on when the next scheduled matches will be for those final 4. And I'll be signing off here for myself, Sam, and
Mike Pankoff.
we'll catch you next time.
All right, see ya.